Hello, my name is boersma, and here is my life cycle presentation on a pine tree and a mouse. Beginnings of a pine tree, the strobulus. The strobulus is the sexual reproductive organ of a fully developed pine tree. Pine cones, also known as strobili, can either be male or female and are also located on the lower and upper parts of the pine tree respectively. Strobili are considered unisexual structures because they can contain male or female organs. The male strobili releases pollen into the air come springtime, which will migrate its way into the female strobili. And there's a picture of the female and male. As you can see, they obviously have some differences. The female actually looks like a pine cone, and the males looks like a bunch of like mini ones kind of all together bundled up. Pollination time. When the pollen of the male strobili reaches the female strobili, it will then migrate towards the tree's nucellus. When it reaches this destination, a transformation happens to where the pollen gets formed into pollen tubes. These pollen tubes then help the female strobili create megaspores, which contain the new organism's chromosomes. This stage lasts approximately 1 year, until an egg is formed. Growing up. Once the pine seeds are formed after fertilization and pollination, they fall from the adult trees onto the ground. According to Hunker.com, pine trees prefer acidic to sandy soils. However, they are able to grow in environments that are difficult for other trees, such as rocky sites, limestone, and habitats at high altitudes. Pine trees can grow up to 150 feet and have a lifespan of over 100 years. Some living and non-living components of the environment of a pine tree. Some living components are the soil, insects, other forest animals, and then aquatic animals in the rivers and lakes. The various bacterias and fungus also are the living components. Some non-living components are like some rocks, waters from the streams and lakes, storms, and winds. And here's the life cycle of a mouse. Mice typically live for 1 year in an outside environment, but if the mouse finds decent shelter within a home or other building, that number can easily climb to 2 or 3 years. Mice are able to have children at fast rates, having anywhere from 5 to 10 litters a year, each containing 5 to 12 pups. If the rodent is able to find shelter, they can have up to 25 to 60 pups within a year. That's actually a lot. Pups are born without eyes, fur, or ears, so the mother nurtures them for about 21 days. According to Terminix.com, these early days in the life cycle of a mouse are filled with rapid progress. On the 4th day, their ears are fully developed. Hair begins to grow around the 6th day, and by day 10, they have a protective coat of fur. Some living and non-living components of a mouse's environment. Living components: trees, plants, and animals, predators, insects, bacteria. Also, if they are living in homes, humans and pets, of course. And then non-living components, it would actually be like the homes, if they are living in homes, and then if they're outside, then like in their shelters, food and the weather. Here's my bibliography, and that will be the end of my presentation.